everybody, I'm Chris and I'm the founder of Luki Bike Adventures, and today I'm out at beautiful Belle Isle. It's Mother's Day and I wanted to show you the gift that I bought for myself as a Mother's Day present. And it's not this bike, but this little baby seat that goes on the bike. It's the Kids Ride Shotgun. So I think this is a really cool concept. These guys are not endorsing the video or any kind of way. I did write them an email and try to get them to, but they didn't want to. I understand. I'm not mad at them. But what this is it's basically so you can ride with your kid on your bike with you. Now, Nate is entirely too big for me to do this, but my best friend has a little 2-year-old, and so this is my gift for myself. I'm gonna love this. He's gonna love this. She might not love it so much, but we're gonna go for it anyway. And when I was a kid, my mom had this sort of setup, but the seat was on the back. And even though I was too big at that point to do it, we would go to Kensington numerous times a year, and my youngest brother would ride on the back in this seat, and it always looked to me very big and bulky. And I don't know, to me having the weight on the back of the bike seems very unnatural, and you know, she did sometimes look a little wobbly. I think she might have even fallen with him once, or maybe even more than once. It certainly looked like she's gonna fall a few times. But with this, you can engage the kid more, you can see them, that just looks a lot more secure. The weight is over the center more. It just seems more natural, more imbalanced, more able to like talk to the kid. They can see where you're going and kind of guide them on how you're riding, especially since this is like marketed towards mountain biking. Obviously you don't want to do any technical trails, you're not going to go on any jumps, but it seems more teaching type of thing. And so I wanted to give it a shot. Now, what's nice about this is it does seem to be very well made. I just took it out of the box and assembled it here, and I did record it, but we ran into a lot of hiccups. And this is something where you definitely want to read the manual, because there was a pretty key point that I missed, and I'm kind of going to go off of that. But let's back up a little bit and do a kind of a fake unboxing here. So it was all very well packaged and boxed up. And what I like about it quite a bit is that it comes with everything you need. So the manual is actually quite nice. I wish it was in color. That would have been helpful to me. And it's one of those manuals that doesn't have really words, it's just pictures, which also threw me off. And I couldn't get this this QR code to work. Maybe it could be my phone, it could be the geomagnetic storm that's going on right now that's letting everybody see the northern lights and everything, but I couldn't get it to scan. And the pictures, since there's no words and they're not in color, I didn't quite follow them, and I missed some important steps that I had to go back and like figure out how to do. It comes with this mud guard thing, which I think is nice. I already have one on my bike, so I'll save this for a different bike or something. What's really cool is it comes with some decent tools. So it actually came with this hex wrench. It came with a couple of these guys that are the right size, and then there was another little one which wasn't as nice as this one, and so I ended up just using my personal one. But I mean, it was fine. I don't see it in here anymore. And it's got all these zip ties. Oh, here it is. The little one. It's just a little bit dinky, especially when compared to this one that's nice and big and everything. And then there's some shims for the handlebars, and they come in 2 different sizes. Oh, and this is just like some promo stuff. Alright, so that's what it came with. And we'll take those out of there so I can use them if need be. And so to assemble this guy, and I do want to reiterate, I guess, it all feels very nice quality. Like, this seat feels like a legit, like, bike seat. The handlebars have a nice grip on them. Everything, I think, is like aluminum or so, maybe some steel when it comes to the bolts. It all feels very nice. It's got this thick rubber to protect your frame. It is clamping onto the frame, but I don't think it's going to cause any damage because this rubber is pretty thick and it's pretty nice. These foot pegs. They've got a lot of grip on them, and it's got this rubber, so that you can position, it's got 2 different holes so you can position it in 2 different sizes. It's solid. I like it. To install it though, you want to we'll go backwards here. The key step that I missed when I initially was doing that is that it's got this bolt in the top here. Actually, Nate, if you want to come and look at this. This you need to loosen, and you have to remove the seat to do it. And that, what that does is it opens, it adjusts the width here. So with that, you can, I'd have to like undo more, I guess, to like really see what's happening there. But see how that can open and shut there? And so you can use that to adjust how wide your top tube is. And so mine is pretty wide, and this came very narrow. It's probably on the narrowest point, and so I was having a lot of problems. I'm like, what is wrong with this wing? It won't go on. This is ridiculous. But it just needed to be adjusted. So there you go. So I'm loosening it more. So boom. So that's the big thing. Then it's got this quick release here, and that goes in between the 2 tubes to tighten things down and really clamp it on. And you don't want to go too tight on these guys. I usually just try to tighten them up to the point where you start to feel some resistance at the when it's perpendicular like that, and then you can go the rest of the way. So that I could probably tighten a little bit more. So right there, I feel that there is some resistance, but it's not crazy. And now I can, it should take some force, but not be crazy about it, you know. And then these pegs, I mean, they're pegs, but I guess they're foot rests. They just bolt on. There's just a long bolt here, and you just tighten those on. And that locks everything into place. There's a couple of nuts here that just kind of keep things where they're supposed to be, and it all feels really sturdy. Like I could probably tighten it some more. It's kind of waving, or not waving. I don't have this clamped in all the way, so it's moving quite a bit on me, but oh, sorry. I should probably tighten that now that I've gotten it in place. And it's just the tool that they give you works quite well. Gonna make that nice and snug. Now you just put the seat on just like a regular bike seat. 13 millimeter here, and tighten these guys. And there's one on each side. I like to tighten them both a little evenly. Alright, that can be adjusted some more. Now these bolts here, I believe, adjust the angle of the seat. So let's just loosen that up a little bit. I didn't see it mentioned in the manual, but like I said, the pictures actually weren't very clear to me. Yep, and that adjusts the angle here, so I'm just going to try to put it about level with my seat, I guess, if that makes sense. Now when I went back and looked at the manual, I did see where they explained taking the seat off and adjusting the bolt, but without knowing that ahead of time, it wasn't clear to me. Like I thought they were just kind of holding it. I wasn't sure what they were doing with the bolt there. Okay, and then the handlebars, they clamp on with the little one. Oh no, did I lose it? In the box still. Alright, so if you come over around this way, Nate. So there's these 2 bolts here at the bottom, and if you loosen them, that comes off, and there's I don't know if I'm going to take it all the way off, but if you can see, there's a little plastic or rubber shim here, so that if your handlebars are different size, you can use the different sizes to fill in the gap. So this one's thicker, so if you have thinner handlebars, you put that on here and then you clamp onto that. And so I use a thinner one on mine, and that seems to put in a good position. And so I can adjust this to different angle, whatever, get it just right, and then tighten it back up. And as always, you don't want to tighten this stuff insanely tight. This is one of the ships. There's a lot of cool things about Detroit. One of them being that that's Canada right over there. So isn't that crazy? Like, we're just right on the border here on this island. This is an island in the river, in the Detroit River, I guess. It separates Canada from the U.S. It's pretty cool. Alright, so we tighten that up. And that is pretty much it. Before I have the boy ride this, I'm definitely going to go through and like make sure everything is tight and level and all that. But that is the gist of it right there. So he should be able to ride right here in front of me and stay nice and close. Don't have to worry about him like falling or anything like that, because his feet's going to be strapped in. He's going to have a place to hold on. He's going to be able to feel as I'm turning and everything, and like really learn how to ride a bike. We already got him a balance bike, so by the time he's like 5, he's going to be like a master cyclist. So I think that's pretty cool. Haven't tried it out yet, so I don't know, but I'm optimistic. I think this is going to work pretty cool. Yeah, I think that's it. So, before we end this video, I do want to share the shirt that I'm wearing. It says, let's have fun outside together in Anishinaabe. That is the native land that we are on right now, is Anishinaabe land. It's the Potawatomi, Ojibwe, and Odawa people all lived here, and they kind of shared a language. There's minor differences between them, but it's all Anishinaabe people. So these are pretty cool. We are selling them to $35 if you go to the link below. We also have some hoodies, and they are the money we're raising from this. We will be buying some bikes for foster kids to give away on the 25th. Depending on how much we get. We'll also go towards the project that we're doing. We still need to buy helmets. I'd like to get snacks and things like that for the kids. We have almost everything that we need. And if you want to walk this way, I'm going to do a separate video on this, but since we're out here, and it occurred to me to talk about it a little bit. Here's my car. And if you notice, we've got a pretty cool looking skybox here. And this is made by Yakima. Ignore that my Thule bars. I'm paying attention to Thule there. But Yakima donated this and a bike rack to us. And this thing has been proven to be immensely useful. We've been doing a couple events here at Belle Isle, doing bike safety checks, and just kind of supporting these group rides with Black Girls Do Bike and Major Taylor Detroit 313 cycling group. So we're doing safety checks, making sure that their bikes are working well, doing minor repairs, things like that. And all of our tools, spare inner tubes, we've got booklets from the League of Michigan Bicyclists about what every Michigan bicyclist should know, things like that. It all fits in there. We can fit so much stuff. It's fantastic. I'm so excited about this. So Yakima gave us this and a really cool rack that we're gonna put together and install later on, but it holds 6 bikes. So with that rack and the fact that I can fit another 6 bikes, actually more than that. How many bikes did we fit in that video that we did? It was a crazy amount. I think it was like maybe 8. It was a lot of bikes that we were able to cram in the back, and then all of our tools and supplies and everything will fit up top. This is like Like we're all set. We're all set. All we need left is to get some helmets. Some helmets and like some granola bars and some Gatorade, and we're good to go. So if you like what we're doing, if you want to support our mission, if you want to pick up a really cool shirt that I designed myself, check out this necklace that Nate made me. This is my Mother's Day gift. I think it's pretty cool. It's got a bear on there. Check out the links below, and you can get one of these too. Not in white. These things are getting filthy. They have other colors available, or we have other colors available that would probably be a better choice. So I think that's it. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Happy Mother's Day. Bye.